Hey everybody, Mntdewmania here. Welcome back to Friday. If you keep up with me at all, you know that Friday is rant day, and I think I've got a good one. It's going to be an emotional one. This is one of those that really touches me where I live. Um, so hold on to your hats. We're in season 6 on the letter C, and C is for change. And there's 1,000 different definitions for change. It's the act or fact of changing, of being changed, a transformation or modification, variation, deviation, the substitution of one thing for another. That's what I'm talking about. It is beyond me why we as a species cannot change in the direction that we need to be going. And I don't mean change as some huge big thing that the world needs to do, because the world is made up of individual people. And according to the count, there are currently over 7 billion of us. And I'm just a old redneck country girl, okay? I don't know anything about world politics. I don't know anything about super science or, all these big, huge things in the world. I know my own tiny little universe because this is where I've always lived, and this is where I know, and this is my universe. And I think as individuals, all 7 billion of us, we tend not to look at the world. We look at our own tiny little universe. This little lily pad right now is my universe, and I'm fishing right here, and that's all I know. I don't see the millions and millions of blocks and the dozens and dozens of other players on this server. I see me fishing. We tend to block ourselves in to this one tiny thing, not because we can't go to another place, because we don't want to go to another place. And I mean that physically and figuratively, okay? We, as people, the smart, the smart animals that we are, we don't want to go to another place and see other things and meet other people and have to adapt. We don't want that because that means we have to change. And sometimes change is a very scary thing to people. People don't like it. People don't want to accept it. Because I think in our minds we think, well, if we have to change, that means we were wrong. And I wasn't wrong. Who the hell are you to call me wrong? I'm not wrong. How dare you? And before you can even find out what the change is, we already hate it. And I can give you the perfect example. It's probably a goofy example, but it's a perfect one. Minecraft. Every time there has ever, and you can apply this any way you want to, or just think I'm stupid. Every time there has been a change to Minecraft, people have gone insane. Unless it fits what they like. I can't believe you're adding all this stuff. Oh my God, that's the most horrible thing. You're adding what kind of sword? Oh, but see, I'm a PvPer. Wow, no, you can't change it. You see what I'm saying? If it affects us personally, we love change, especially if it makes us better, bigger, badder, and stronger. We love it. It gives us power. We're even better than we were. I like that change. Ah, but you have to learn something new and have to rethink the way you thought. Oh, no, 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 no. We don't like that. We don't like that change. No, 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 no. I don't like that. Um, Leo Tolstoy, I hope I said that name right, I probably didn't, said, everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself. That's very true. We are we are godlike in our own universe. I don't have to change. Why should I change? I'm right. I'm best. I'm biggest. I'm baddest. Why should I change? Why should I do anything different than what I'm doing right now? Why? Why does it matter? Why does anything matter about anything except the way it affects me? Why should I care? And when you have 7 billion people thinking that way, there is never going to be any change. Ever. That's just the way we are. That's the way we function. That's the only way we know how to function. Are there exceptions to the rule? Yes, of course there are. There are those people, that the very few, who want to change the world for the better, and they fight for it tirelessly. They see what's wrong within their mindset, and they work to change it. They work to better themselves. But the rest of us can't understand that. You're trying to change my mind. You're trying to make me think something different. I'm not going to do it. I don't like it. I don't like you. And before you know it, when you get a couple thousand of those people together who are thinking the same thing, you have a riot on your hands. And when you get a few thousand people that are trying to fight for not changing, then it grows into a mob that doesn't want to change. Is everybody like that? No, of course not. But for the most part, yeah, I really think that. I don't know if we really can change, to be honest with you. I don't know if we have the capacity for it. And I include myself in that little statement. There are a few heroes out there right now that are thinking, of course we do. Of course we can change. What are you thinking? We've got to change. That's the only chance we have to get to the future. I pity the future. I really do. But there are a few people that have said some things over the course of our past, which we cannot change, thankfully. People would like to rewrite it, but thankfully it's there for everybody to see. Harriet Tubman said, "Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember, you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars and to change the world." And that's probably true. If we dig down, if we wanted something so bad, I think that in each one of us is the capability to dig down and find a new strength in us that we never even knew we had, and to change what needs to be changed. The problem is, like Harriet said, finding the passion and the strength and the patience to do it. That's where we're lacking. Thinking that we have to change ourselves. That's the scary part. Because, Leo, like I said, when Leo said everything thinks of changing the world, but nobody thinks about changing themselves. That's true. If you see a problem, it's, like with a piece of machinery or something at work, it's always it's the machinery's fault that needs to be changed, not the way you're operating the machinery. Oh, no, no, no. If there's a problem at work, it's the other person's problem. Oh, no, no, no. It's not you. It's the other person that is the problem. They're the ones that need to change their attitude. They're the ones that need to change how they do things. Not you. Them. Yeah. See, and I admit it to myself. I absolutely do. As I have alluded to in the past, my health is very, very bad. My health could be better if I changed a few habits. But I'm too lazy. I don't want to. I don't have not that I don't have the willpower. I just don't want to be bothered with it. I am a very bad diabetic. But I love chocolate. So it's like when I eat chocolate, it's like putting poison in my body. Now, with a few modifications and a better diet, I could probably have some chocolate every now and then, and it wouldn't hurt me. But I want my chocolate. So I don't want to change. So I'm not going to. It's not about changing the physical stuff. It's about changing mindset is the problem. Steve Jobs said, things don't have to change the world to be important. That's very true. Especially when you have to consider the size of your world that you're talking about. Are we talking about the entire planet? Or are we talking about this little world I'm standing in right now? My little square of it. My little space of it. Is that what we're talking about changing? Or are we talking about changing this big bad world that I don't understand, and things happen so far away from me that how can I possibly care about? First of all, things happen in other places and I'm like, well, why should that bother me? Doesn't affect me. Why should I care? Why should I work to change something when it's not going to benefit me? Tony Robbins said, change is inevitable. Progress is optional. People, whether you like it or not, no matter how much you hate something or how much you love something, things are going to change. Can we become better because of them? Probably. If we would let ourselves. I don't know if we can. We're too stuck in our own little universes to care about other countries, other people. Why should we? Why should I care what happens 10,000 miles away from me? Why? Doesn't affect me. I can listen to it on the news. Oh, those poor people. That is so sad. Well, I hope something changes. Maybe they'll be happier. And that's about as far as I go with change. People, we have got to wake up and realize that things can change. Robin Williams said, no matter what people tell you, words and ideas can change the world if we let them. If we come together, all 7 billion of us, not governments, not leaders, not kings and queens and presidents and prime ministers, us 7 billion people can change the course of this planet if we wanted to. If we had the drive and the passion to make it happen, come together, put aside our differences, we could change the world. I'm not talking politically. I'm not talking religiously, beliefs. I am talking people, human race. Not black race, not white race, not red race, not yellow race. Human race. If we came together, every one of us, individual people, we could change the world literally. But we're too wrapped up in our own petty differences to do it. I'm right, you're wrong, why should I change? And when you have 7 billion people saying that, nothing will ever change. Because we're too stupid to make it change. But when somebody changes a hairstyle, or changes the color of their toenail polish, or what color mini skirt they're wearing, that can change the world. Perfect example. Not that I like or have any kind of positive feelings for this person, but I certainly agree with the statement. Hillary Clinton said, if I want to knock a story off the front page, I just have to change my hairstyle. That is absolutely the truth. We are so wrapped up in superstars, super this, and putting people on pedestals that have no business being there. We can't change the world so people can have something to eat and a roof over their heads. So the next time you want to change something, and whether we want to or not, whether you want to change or not, social media is a very strong tool to do it with. What's most important? What do you want to change? Even in your small little town, your small little universe. Do you want to change the fact that somebody's hungry and can't have medical insurance because they're, they don't have a job and they're dying of cancer? Do you want to change that? Or do you want to fight for somebody that is whining about their diamonds that don't match their outfit? Is that what you want to support and change? So think about what's important, really important to you. Think about it right now. Is it some big superstar standing on a pedestal? Some bratty kid that you want to support and hoorah? And that's the person that you want to change your world? Or do you want to help somebody have some clean water to drink and a roof over their head and some food in their hungry stomach? Is that what you want to change? First of all, you need to decide what's inside of you. What's important to you? What is it? Then you figure out how you can make that change. Alright, I told you this is one of those that gets me emotional. If it ran a little long, I'm very sorry. But, yeah, there's some changes that need to happen on this planet. Not in a certain country. Not to certain political parties. Not to certain leaders. Us. The human race. And I say again, folks, there are 7 billion of us. If that many people can't change the world, we need to give up and move on. But when 7 billion people come together and think, hey, you know what? We can change that. There is no stopping that force. Alright, so there you go, guys. C is for change. Man, I hope we make some soon. I really do. Alright, see you guys next time. This is Mntdewmania. Redneck Rants. I'm so out of here. Later, guys.